Has everyone recovered from Sunday? How's the squad looking?
Yes, everyone's come through the game fine. No injuries to add. No, we're okay.
Ryan Kent, is he in contention for this one?
He's done 2 days full training, so tomorrow will come too soon for Ryan. But he's extremely close, which is great news for everyone.
In terms of the opposition you faced, the two games you've played against Aberdeen, I'm guessing the whole squad have come away from both thinking, what might have been on two separate occasions. Is there a bit of revenge in the air?
We don't want to use the word revenge. Look, it's a tough game against a good team who are very competitive. I don't think we've had the results maybe our performances have deserved, but that's football. You've got to credit Aberdeen, very tough game on the opening day, going to 10 men for the majority of the game, but our performance was excellent, and to come away and take a point against a rival in the circumstances, it was actually a good result. Cup final, we thought we played well in general play, but lacked a bit of quality in the final third, and we got done against the run of play on a set piece, which we know Aberdeen are very strong at. So credit to them for progressing into the final. This is a completely different game. It's at Ibrox. It'd be great to have two recognised strikers available. We've played Aberdeen twice now, and we've only had a recognised striker on the pitch for 12 minutes. So we're going in with confidence, in a good place. We've got Morelos in form, ready to go, and we've also got Lafferty, who's back in the form he was in when he first came.
Yeah, on Morelos, I think the stats, he scored 7 consecutive league games. When he scores, you win. When he doesn't score, Rangers don't win.
You best score tomorrow then.
Do you worry going down the line, if he was injured, do you worry that there is a bit of over-reliance on him?
No, but I appreciate your question and understand your question, and it's an area of the team and the squad that we hopefully will add to very soon. But isn't every team reliant on their number 9?
To a point, but do you hope that there would be more contribution from other areas of the pitch?
And is there not contribution from other areas of the pitch?
Well, James Tavernier, I think, is your second top scorer, but it's almost as if Alfredo...
No, James Tavernier is the second highest scorer because he takes penalties. We've got goals coming from Scott Arfield. Daniel's been chipping in of late. Ryan Kent was before he had his injury. Ovier got one cleared off the line, was unlucky not to get it the weekend. We're creating a lot of chances, and there's opportunities for people all over the pitch to score. Connor Golson, set pieces, is now becoming a big threat. So, yes, of course, we are reliant on our number 9, but I think the majority of teams around the world are. Real Madrid, who were they reliant on? Barcelona? Yeah, understand?
Fair point.
Next question.
Stephen, we spoke to you after.
You said there that you hope to have perhaps an addition on the striking department. Is there something concrete on that front you can tell?
Nothing concrete at the moment, and in terms of names, there's nothing.
It's just, are you confident that something will happen?
We're trying to identify people in that area of the pitch, in the top end of the pitch. That's all I can comment on at the moment. So you can obviously speculate on whoever you want, whoever that might be, but I can't help you in that department right now.
If Alfredo scores, or if he scores tomorrow night, he'll break a record in terms of 8 consecutive goals in top flight. What sort of achievement would that be, and does that vindicate how strongly you were supportive of him pre-season and during the season?
I'll always be supportive of him and all my players. That's my job. I support my players when they're playing extremely well and they're contributing to the team, but I also have to support them when they make mistakes and maybe they're not in a fantastic place. That's what I have to do. His form this season has been magnificent. He's scoring high numbers. I think he's 1 off last season's total. So it's fantastic for him in terms of records and competing against all of the top players that have gone before him. But for me and Alfredo, the important thing tomorrow is 3 points and the results. If we get the right results and he breaks records, I'll be very pleased and I'll praise him.
Do you think there's a striker close to him in the league? I know James McFadden came out and said this week that he thinks he's the top striker in Scotland.
Yeah, I actually seen that interview. I think in current form he certainly deserves that recognition, but I think there's other top strikers in the league as well who've scored heavy goals over the years. I think the league has got some really strong forwards, but Alfredo's certainly up there.
Craig Levine came out after the game on Sunday and he was critical of one of your players, namely Morelos. How comfortable were you with that?
Well, Craig's entitled to his opinion, like I am when I speak about Hearts or Aberdeen or whoever it may be. I seen the interview and he said, I think we were playing against 13 men, was 13? The only mistake I seen in the interview, it was 14, because our fans were superb on the day. So probably 14 they played against.
He was getting at, in terms of Alfredo's style, he's not alone in this. He reckons that Alfredo goes over the top, presumably.
Well, what we'll do then, right, to make all the other managers in the league happy, we'll tell Alfredo not to compete, and we'll tell him to just get kicked from pillar to post from the first minute to the last, and we'll just tell him not to go near anyone. And we'll make it non-contact for Alfredo. See if they all like it, and then no one will complain.
Do you feel some of the criticism of him or the analysis of him is justified? And
I'm not really interested. He scored 17 goals and he's in fantastic form. That's my only concern. What other managers and defenders come out and say about him, it's none of my business. It's their opinions. They're entitled to it. I'm not really that interested.
He seems a different player, Stephen, since you came on board. What is it that you've said to him or changed with him that has made him the player he is now compared to before?
Well, I think it's down to Alfredo. He's the one who's done all the hard work. He's the one who's got himself in better condition. He's got himself fitter, stronger. I think he looks better, he looks sharper. So he deserves all the credit. You know, as a coaching staff, we've just tried to guide him, give him the right love at times, push him at the right times. All my staff are available for every single player in the squad. The office never closes, and that's our job, to support all the players. So we've gave him the support and the guidance, but he deserves all the credit for pushing himself. In pre-season, he pushed himself to the limit and the max every single session, and Daniel will back me up on it. And people are saying he's in a great place. The biggest thing for me is he's smiling, he's enjoying his training, he's enjoying being in the dressing room. The players love having him here, and not just for Alfredo, for all our top players that are linked with other clubs and stuff. I think they have to realise what they've got here. They're at a fantastic club. The fans adore them. And I know sometimes it's inviting to look over the fence and look around to maybe see if there's something out there better, but realise what you've got here. Alfredo and your Tavs and your Golsons, they're at a top place.
Steve, we spoke after the Hearts game, and you were talking about Rangers being top of the league and didn't really faze you or didn't want to speak about it at that time. Is it maybe a good incentive though for the players to just keep on winning and keep that pressure that you are?
Well, we've had to work extremely hard to be in the position we're in. We understand, you know, Celtic have got a game in hand and people are pushing from behind, and the circumstances we respect and appreciate all that. The message to the players is quite clear. You've worked ever so hard to get where you are, but now you have to work even harder to stay where you are, because the pressure comes even more from behind. Everyone wants to beat Rangers and knock Rangers anyway, so that just becomes that little bit more when you're sitting top.
I suppose for you guys though, the way the squad are playing at the moment, games coming thick and fast, that's ideal for you. Well,
the games have come thick and fast since day one. That's been the schedule. It's been jam-packed. This is our third game in 6 days, coming up tomorrow, and it's the reason why we've tried to change it from time to time to keep that energy and that freshness in the squad. So we're used to the schedule now. We understand it. It is what it is, but for us, we just focus and try and take each game as it comes.
Just go back to Alfredo, Stephen, there was a lot of talk last January about bids from China and accepted that maybe that had affected Alfredo. Given the form he's in now and the way you're saying he's never been happier, you think he'll look back at that and think he'll be glad that nothing happened there?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. That's a question for Alfredo. You'd have to ask him if he's made the right decisions previously. All I can do is try and create an environment here that he enjoys and that he thrives on, and he's certainly doing that so far. But for any club looking over into our garden, as you call it, over our fences, if you want our top players, you have to come with top money. That's the only message I'll ever say on any of my top players. Top money. That's it.
You think Alfredo was equipped then to deal with any speculation that might happen in the course of the next?
He has to be. And so do all the other players. They have to be ready.
Daniel, how does it feel as a winger knowing you've got someone like Alfredo in the box that could put away your crosses?
It feels good. Alfred is a good striker. When you give the opportunity for pass for him, I'm happy if I score. And now he's focused tomorrow, and is important Alfredo in the team and score more goals, of course.
How are you enjoying this season?
Yes, I'm enjoy all the days. Wake up with a smile because the group is a fantastic group. The atmosphere inside the dressing room is great, and when you have a good group, the results come naturally.
How different is it now that you're top of the league and you're talking about the atmosphere now compared to when things weren't so good when you were here maybe a year ago?
Yes, this year is too much better because you have a great group. When you have a great dressing room, is fantastic. You look in the pitch, all the players improve more, and it's a fantastic season.
You've been involved in a couple of dismissals at St Mirren and Villarreal. Do you feel you've been unlucky in both of those games?
No, I forgot the red cards, and the important is focus tomorrow and help the team.
Daniel, do you feel that you're playing your best football at the moment this time of the season and under Stephen as well?
Yes, I improve a lot. I like the training sessions, how the team play, and for me it's a fantastic moment.
Stephen, can I ask what you made of Jurgen's celebrations on Sunday? He's been charged as well for it. It's not something you would ever consider doing?
Well, I ran further than him when we got the goal. So I was caught up in the emotions as well. That's Jurgen, that's why we love him, that's why I'm delighted he is leading my team to hopefully good things. But I've never been on the sideline as a manager and won a derby in the 96 minutes, so it's difficult to judge, but don't be surprised if you see me run further.
You would be pretty miffed if you go.
I probably wouldn't be as quick. But no, listen, it was a great football match, and I think you'd have to mention Everton as well. I think it's the strongest Everton side I've seen for a good while. They were fantastic on the day, and I think they probably deserved the point out the game, but unfortunately for them, Liverpool actually got the winner, and it's fantastic for all those Reds,
You guys celebrated pretty vigorously when you won on Sunday. Have you found it as a manager, it's quite difficult to contain those emotions a little bit?
Yes, of course. I mean, a big result away from home, especially at Tynecastle. If we try and stop managers being emotional on the side and stop managers celebrating, I think it takes a big chunk and a big part away from the game. Isn't that why we love it? Isn't that why we love seeing managers celebrate and be emotional? Because it's real. Of course, we've all got a responsibility to contain it, of course, but sometimes, emotions take over and you do things you look back on and regret. I've been there myself, so I totally understand where Jurgen's coming from.
Stephen asked Daniel there if he felt he was unlucky with a couple of his dismissals this season. There's been a few this season. Do you feel that you've been unlucky in that regard, or is there an element of the team's play you're going to have to curb?
I think it's been quite mixed. I think some decisions we deserve. We've overstepped the mark and we take our punishments. Some we feel a little bit hard done by, but it's football. Sometimes things go your way, sometimes don't. What you've got to do is accept them and try and move on and focus on the next game. That's all we can control. And
just on that comment there, when you said there was 14 at Tynecastle, were you taken aback when you learned of Craig's comments? No,
I don't really. Managers. I respect all the managers in the league, and their opinions and their interviews after the game. They can say what they say. There's nothing really I can comment on that, but I just felt like our supporters were an extra man for us as well at the weekend. They've been absolutely superb, and because it's our third game in 6 days, I hope they take the roof off Ibrox tomorrow, because we're certainly going to need them. With the schedule, the players need to be pushed, and they're vital for us, and they were at the weekend. So I'd rather talk about how good our supporters were and how good my players were after 20 minutes rather than comment on officials.
You had a few guys playing the other day in the reserves game.
Yes.
Borna Barisic, is he?
He's played 45 minutes, so he's getting there. He's very close to coming back in the squad. Today he's full trained. fully trained. So I need to make a decision overnight whether he's included in the 18. But he's knocking on the door.